Okay, I'm going to show you how to make a button that will be on the center of the screen, and when you hover it will change colors. So you're going to go into your level, open up your content drawer, and right click. We're going to select user interface, widget blueprint, and we're going to name it. We're going to name ours BP button test 02. Now that it's created, we're going to double click and move into our blueprint designer view. Before we do anything, we have to put a canvas, and our canvas is going to be the container for our UI. This is where it's going to be held. Now that we have the canvas on the screen, we're going to go to our palette again and grab our button and drag that in. Now the button's in, you can take it to any size you want. I'll make it about that big. And I want to make sure this button stays anchored into the center of my canvas and on the center of the screen when I play the game. And that's where this flower comes in handy. You can move the flower manually if you want, but it's more accurate to go into your right hand side on details and just select the center anchor that's pulsating right now. So we're going to select that, and see, that's the true center. I didn't even, drag it in correctly, and it'll just kind of fix that. Now no button is complete without some text, so let's go add text. We're going to drag the text in, and we're going to set it inside of our button. If it doesn't come out nested, you can just use from the hierarchy, just grab text and just nest it inside of the button. This is going to be important, so then when we're hovering, when we hover over text, it'll go back to neutral. If we don't have it nested inside, it won't be a smooth hover transition, so make sure that's in. Okay, now we have our text block and our button in place. Now what? We want to save and compile, and let's go play this level. Now we can see that, we don't have the button showing, and that's because we haven't put any, we haven't called it to the screen. So let's go back and call it. We're gonna go back to our level, and inside of our level, we're gonna go up here and select this branch icon, go to open level blueprint, where we will be taken to an event graph. In our event graph, we're going to right click and we're going to create an event. Now we're going to do event begin play, because we're going to make this really easy. Event play is pretty explanatory. When the game starts, the action will be taken. What's our action? We're going to create widget, and the class is going to be our blueprint that we just made. So BP underscore button test 2. Now we have this, but we need a return value, and the return value is going to be add to viewport. And this is just saying that when the player begins the game, the blueprint button will be called and it will be added to the viewport. Now if this looks a little messy at times, when you're moving around, you're adding a lot of branches and nodes, you can just select all, press Q, and it'll straighten it out for you, and it just looks a lot cleaner. Alright, we're going to save and compile, and now for the magic, here it is. We have our button that shows up, and I can sweep across the text and the hovered state stays to that light gray. Now if you want to change the color, we're going to make the hover state a pink. You can do that inside of the button blueprint, so let's go do that. So we're going to go back to our tab up here, and we're going to select our button. Now in our button, on our right hand side under details, we can go into appearance, style, hovered, tint. Tint is just color. You're going to select that, and we're going to do maybe like, I don't know, a bright pink, because that's fun. And just because it kind of annoys me, I don't really like outline. So we're going to go right here to the outline, and we're going to change that width down to 0. And we're going to do the same on its normal state. We're going to take the width down to 0. Now let's save, compile, and play. And there we go. that's how we do it. Thank you.